I basically received an invitation. I think this was end of 2012. I think I was in Shanghai actually, and I received this like a very kind email inviting me to participate in the magazine. To be completely earnest, I was not aware of how, the amazing tradition and history the magazine had. But the moment I learned about it, of course, I agreed very rapidly to be part of it. Actually, it was like, really, perhaps I didn't know because I think, I will be probably corrected if not, there were no other Argentine artists. I think this perfectly puts how Parkett has been functioning in the art world, which is that through exchange. It's becoming a platform for exchange and the love for exchange and the respect for exchange. Yeah, I'm a person very interested in publications. I'm also interested in let's say the ambiguity of publications. I know that I already did something that I said magazine, and it's a book. But what I do find quite interesting, and perhaps this is why, no matter how many times I repeated myself not to say this thing, I find very interesting this quality of the publication. It has this like fluidity. Yes, it has the density of a book because it is prepared and thought as a book, but has somehow the physicality and lightness of a magazine, which I love. I love magazines. I'm a person that grew up reading tons and tons of comic books. It responds to the logic of a drawing. It responds to the logic of a photograph. It's actually a kind of image production. I have never had the time to investigate. Actually, it's funny. Now I'm in a moment where I'm trying to go back to this type of exercises. And by this, I'm not saying it's either drawing or photograph. It's something in between. But what I like is like, I don't know. I used to draw a lot. As I was saying, like I would like read tons of comic books, and I wanted to be a comic book artist, a drawer. And you know, when you have to trace down or copy some drawing, sometimes you go to the window and you use the sunlight to copy a drawing, basically. And as with time, I kind of find quite amazing how we can use such a huge thing as the sun as a tiny little light bulb and as a light box. Let's say your window and the sun, this huge star as a huge, enormous light box, right? So this image is basically a photocopy of. This is one of my idols from when I was a young art student, Hiroshi Sugimoto, the theater series, the film theater series, which it's one of my favorite artworks ever. It's funny, I never say the thing, but yes. And then I overlay it with a drawing, which is actually, it's a reinterpretation of a Toulouse-Lautrec, this painter from, right, the post-impressionist painter. I'm probably not pronouncing it well. And I re-elaborated that drawing. So it's a superposition of these two drawings against a window looking at the sun. There's a huge history of this publication. So, I don't think, I want to bring a positive side, let's say, right? I think this will keep moving. It has this, it's an object that exists, that will travel, that travels, but also I feel and I see there all the platforms that will start to be used, right? I think perhaps also some good question is like, is the only way we now transfer data the internet?